Ah, one other important thing you should know. Some locations have multiple spots you can move between. To move to another spot, bring out your compass and point it towards a trail marker icon to select it. Great! That's it. Keep an eye out for other trail markers during your travels. Nearly 50,000 wild horses reside on the Navajo Nation's 18 million acre reservation, spanning Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah. Here, the remains of a horse pelvis can be seen. While we can't be certain what events led to its demise, it serves as a harsh reminder of the difficult struggle for life in the desert wilderness. Nearly 50,000 wild horses. The same rainwaters that formed these canyons can pose a fatal danger to unsuspecting adventurers. Flash floods can occur with little to no warning from storms miles upstream. Always remember to check weather forecasts before venturing into any canyon susceptible to flooding. Hikers should not enter a slot canyon if there is any sign of rain in the surrounding area. A slot canyon is a long, narrow, and deep channel of sheer rock walls, typically created from eroded sandstone. Some slot canyons can measure less than a meter across, but drop more than 30 meters deep to the floor of the canyon. Southern Utah has the densest population of slot canyons in the world, with more than 1,000 canyons. You can also find them in places like Jordan, Egypt, and Australia, among others. Great. Iceland is a country of immense natural beauty, and Hauifoss serves as a spectacular testament to that. Situated near the volcano Hekla In southern Iceland, Háufoss has a 120-meter drop, making it the fourth highest waterfall of the island, after Morsarfoss, Glimmer, and Hengifoss. Grani, the neighboring waterfall to the right, and the smaller surrounding waterfalls are all part of the river Fossa, the longest river in Iceland, originating from the many glaciers near the center of the island. Beautiful view, isn't it? Did you know you can take a photo anytime during your travels? Try putting your hands in front of you and making a frame with your index fingers and thumbs. Great shot. You can also try grabbing and moving the image if you want to reframe the shot. Once you're happy with it, press the large button to save the image to your field notebook. You got it. You can see the photos you've saved anytime by bringing out your notebook. You can even share your favorite photos with your friends if you'd like. An exploration of Iceland isn't complete without visiting one or several of the country's incredible waterfalls. While most of Iceland's waterfalls are fed by glaciers and springs throughout the island itself also receives a large amount of rainfall in the summer months and snowfall during the cold Arctic winters. Iceland is also home to one of Europe's most powerful waterfalls, Dettifoss. These distinctive columns of stone are made from a volcanic rock called basalt. Basalt is a dark gray rock, which sometimes has the unique columnar structure seen here, formed by solidification of magma. Basalt is the most common volcanic rock type on Earth, and makes up over 90% of the island of Iceland itself. Iceland is among the most volcanically active places in the world, with roughly one eruption every 5 years. Volcanic activity is a fact of life in Iceland, where people have learned to live with both its drawbacks and considerable advantages, such as geothermal energy and dramatic natural beauty. Great job! You're standing on one of the most unique and breathtaking rock formations in the world. Located in the Arizona desert wilderness, the Wave is renowned among hikers and photographers for its colorful, undulating forms and dangerous hike through unmarked terrain to reach the site. The patterned walls around you are made from layers of petrified Navajo sandstone, which date back to the Jurassic period. Slow erosion by water and wind over millions of years exposed these layers to create the shapes that give this iconic site its name. An ideal time to photograph the Wave is the few hours around midday, when there are no shadows in the center. Although early morning and late afternoon shadows can make for dramatic photos. After a rainstorm, numerous pools form, which can contain hundreds of tadpole shrimp. These pools can remain present for several days. There are 4 trailheads which provide access to Paria Canyon and the Wave. However, in an effort to maintain the natural integrity of the region, there are no formal trails or signage to guide hikers to the Wave from any of the trailheads. Coyote Butte's North permits are only available through a highly restricted lottery. Very few people get to see this incredible place. The Wave consists of intersecting U-shaped troughs that have been eroded into Navajo sandstone of Jurassic age. Initially, infrequent runoff eroded these troughs along joints within the sandstone, but the troughs are now almost exclusively eroded by wind. Nice! Arches National Park is home to over 2,000 stone arches, including the most famous and iconic natural arch in the world, Delicate Arch. Standing nearly 18 meters tall, with an opening measuring 14 by 10 meters, Delicate Arch is a top attraction for park visitors. On a geologic timescale, many of these arches will only exist for the blink of an eye. As water in time continues to carve away their features, they eventually wear away until their inevitable collapse. But for now, sites like this remain a proud symbol of the American West. In the 1950s, the National Park Service investigated the possibility of applying a clear plastic coating to Delicate Arch to protect it from further erosion and eventual destruction. The misguided idea was ultimately abandoned as impractical and contrary to NPS principles, since the Park Service allows natural geologic processes to remain unimpeded. This territory used to be a ceremonial area for indigenous people who lived and farmed in the Moab Valley. Moab is the only major crossing of the Colorado River for hundreds of miles, so this area saw considerable travel and trade, creating a hallmark feature for all the tribes in the region. The La Salle Mountains are Utah's second highest mountain range, which forms the dramatic snow-covered backdrop to many viewpoints in Arches National Park. Part of the Rocky Mountains, this range contains 9 peaks that rise above 3,500 meters, the tallest being Mount Peel at 3,879 meters. Nice work.